Hey, it's me, it's Brandon T here at the Painting with Magic show. And today we're still doing our primary art course. And this little primary program is a free program that we're doing here, sponsored by Brand Thomas Art Supply. And what we got here is called the primary art course. And we're got a video that's also coming out showing you the supplies, basic supplies you'll need. And you can get a supplies chart like this printed off at brandthomasart.com. And there's actually a 10% off discount to use while this program is going on. So you can get 10% off of the product at our website, which is funding this little program. So let's get into what we're doing today. And by the title, it's about color mixing. I get tons of questions about mixing colors, especially with primaries, colors, and so I thought we'd go ahead and get into that video today. A big tool you're going to need is a color wheel, and so we're going to make one today. You can also purchase one, but it helps you to when you make one, you kind of understand it more. So it's a great little thing to do. So let's go ahead and look up on the canvas real quickly what we have here. I have one I've done in a class that I instructed, and this is one of the color wheels I did. And I have a blank one over here. You can get the same one printed off at brandthomasart.com for free. I have a link in the description where you can get this one. Okay, and as you can see here, we have all the colors here mixed up, and we just use our primaries. Over here you can see some browns you can mix, and we have our black. And here's a washed down version of this black, so you can see it's got some colors going through it. Alright, so we're going to go over today what the primaries are, what your secondaries are, what your tertiaries are. It's a little crazy to pronounce that one. Tertiary, that's how you pronounce it. But anyways, we're going to go through those colors. So let's go and see really quickly what the primaries are. These are really basic. Your primary colors are yellow, red, and blue. Okay. Today we're going to be using Prussian blue, cadmium yellow light, and some cadmium red. And this is going to be in acrylic. Okay, we're going to use acrylics for that so it dries very quickly. Alright? Your secondary colors are any color that you mixed any two primaries with. So blue and red will make violet or purple. That's a secondary. Or you take blue and yellow, makes green. Another secondary color. Or red and yellow, it'll make your orange. Another secondary. What a tertiary or a tertiary, however you pronounce that, is whenever you take take these two colors here, like yellow orange, is when you take a secondary and a primary and mix them together to get a tertiary color, which is the third color in the color wheel, right? So you have your primary, secondary, tertiary. Same thing here, red orange. A secondary orange with primary red makes it red orange. So the same way there. So you know what your primaries are. A tertiary is when you take 50% primary, 50% secondary, and you get your tertiary color. So a blue-green or a turquoise or a phthalo, right? It's a phthalo green or phthalo blue, however you want to do it. So that's your different ones. So primary is colors that's already made. You cannot make yellow, you cannot make blue, you cannot make red. Secondary is your secondary color, which will be your orange, your violet, your green color. Then you have your tertiary, which is in betweens. Okay? So now we know that. So we'll look at one other thing real quick. A value scale. Okay? This is a value scale. This is also free at brandthomasart.com. And this is a great tool to have so you can see your values. You can also make you a value one right up here so you can see how to make it, and you have one made. So it also helps good to have your own to make so you can understand it a little bit more. So what it is 1 is black and 9 is white. It can be 10 or this could be 0 depending on what color scale you have or value scale. So this value scale here, 1 is black, 9 is white. And so you have your midtones. Your midtones is around 6 to 4 here. And your darks is 3 to 1. And your highlights, your lights, are from 9 to 7. Okay? So we got a midtone. That'd be your midtone, your darks, and then your lights, your highlights. Okay? So this is one here you can get at brandthomasart.com. There'll be a link in the description where you can get this too. So let's go ahead and start working on our primary mixing. We're going to mix this up here as well. So I'm going to show you how to make your browns, like your siennas, your burnt umbers. And all these are is dark oranges, okay? And we'll go through this here. So we'll go ahead and make the color wheel, the basic color wheel. I got some acrylics. And I also have some my white gesso just to make it a little bit lighter so you can kind of see the tone. So let's start off with yellow. And so I'm going to take a little bit of yellow. This is primary colors. Okay. I'll set that down. And I'm going to put one stroke here. Okay, I may try to fill this in. Of yellow. This is cadmium yellow light. Now I want to point something out here too. Whatever blue you use, we're going to use Prussian blue, it will change these colors. The Prussian blue, as you can see, works perfect for landscapes. So you may want to try a phthalo blue or ultramarine blue and try different ones. Even the red you use and the yellow you use. But you want to keep that bright yellow and that more classic red as a cadmium red there. Okay, so we've got our yellow. So I'm going to go and I'm going to pick up, I'm going to wash this brush out. I have a little water here in a cup. I'm just going to rinse this out, and then we're going to put all of our primary colors on real quick. And then there's the red slot, so I'm just going to put that into the red. I'm just using a flat brush. If that's a little hard for it to come off, I might throw a little water on it. And this is just a piece of computer paper, laser printer. The laser ink really helps it from smearing. But if you just have an inkjet, you should be somewhat okay, I guess. Okay, so there's our red. Rinse that brush off. Then I'm going to go to the blue. And for the blue, I'm going to do it halfway, like that. Then I'm going to grab white, and I'm just going to mix that with it real quickly. And put it on this side. Okay? And you can actually do that for all these colors. You can mix a little white on the side like that. I may just do that. I'll throw a little white into the red. And I'll put it like right here. Okay? So you can see what them look like. With just a little bit of white. So you can do it different ways. Maybe take a little white, a little yellow. And you can see it makes it just a tiny, tiny bit brighter. But okay, let's wait for you to see the colors you have. Okay, so now we can start either way we want to go. We can go this way with the yellow, bloom out the yellow, or the red, however you want to say it. Okay, so let's start with the yellow. So I'll take and I'll move my palette up here. We'll take some yellow. And we're going to make a yellow orange. We're going to take this little dot of red and mix that with it. Now this is how you can kind of control what kind of yellow orange you like. Okay? I'm going to throw a little bit of water with mine just so it smoothly goes on. And you can see here's my yellow orange. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. And these are great because you can file these. You can file these in. Okay. Now to make the orange, we're going to take a little bit more red and mix that into the yellow orange. Okay. To make that orange, I'll make a little more yellow in it. So this is how you make your color wheel. And so here goes the orange. And just a little bit of water helps it smoothly go on. Now we're going to make the red orange. So we're going to add more red. So we're just adding more and more red to this mixture. That's almost the same color, so I'll make it just a little bit redder. Okay, there we go. Good. Doesn't have to be completely in the lines, but there's good. Now red, violet, we're going to keep going since we have red on the brush. But I'm going to wash the brush out real quick. That way I can start fresh. Okay, so far we're doing pretty good there. And this is a good way to, again, make your custom color wheel, which way you like your tones. So let's keep going this way. Let's take our red, and we'll take a dot of blue and mix that in there with it. This is Prussian blue. So it'll give me a different tone. I'll take some water with that. Okay, so here's the red violet. It's almost like a wine color, right? Good. It's a pretty nice color. Grab a little more water. Then we're going to go with violet. So we're going to add more blue to it. Hoping you can see this. Don't want to do this, just kind of run a little bit on me. So just a little bit more blue now. We'll give our violet color. See that? There's our violet. Now the blue violet, which will be more purple, right? So take a little more blue, add that to it. A little bit of water over here. And now we have our blue violet or purple. Nice and dark purple. Look at there. Now I'm going to grab a little bit of white because it's dark. You can't really see what I got. And just mix it in there with it. See that? Beautiful purple. Okay. Anything that's too dark, I recommend adding just a little bit of white to it. You can even do it to all of them regardless, so you can kind of see the value, different values. So now we go to a blue-green, and that's like your turquoise. I'm going to wash this brush out just a little more. Okay. Okay. So to do that, kind of hold it this way. We're going to take, and first, before we do the blue-green, let's go up here and make the yellow-green, okay? Let's start up there. We'll work into it. So we'll take our yellow and take a dot of blue. Just a little bit of blue at a time, okay? I don't know if you can see this or not. I'm hoping. I'm going to grab a dot of water. Okay. If you're doing with oils, you can use a dot of classic clear or something like that. Now we're going to put the yellow green in there. Okay. That's a good one. Dot of water again. And now, to do it, to make it darker, we're going to add more blue. Pretty good amount of blue, I think. Okay. And that's a good green. That's with the Prussian blue. Now, if I was using ultramarine or phthalo blue or cobalt blue or any other kind of blue, it'd be a different kind of green. Okay. Now, the whole exercise of this is to show you mix a little bit at a time. So I added a little bit of blue at a time to my yellow. I made these colors. And you can see it's beautiful, like almost an olive green. Okay, now we have a green mix now. We add some more blue to that. Same green. Maybe now just a tiny touch more yellow. To get a bluey green. Which is just going to make it a darker green, but it's still got more blue in it. It's almost the same color. So I'll just add more blue. Just a little dot more blue. There we go. See that little bit of blue? And it'll also depend on what acrylics you're using. I'm using the Grumbacher acrylics. But you can use any kind of acrylic you like. Okay, see that there? Then I'll mix some white with that to see what we have. And as you can see there, it's got a blue tint to it. I just add a little more blue to that. You can see that's more to the blue side now. It was before more on the green side, but it has that teal blue color. Okay, and it's the same exact thing. There you go. Now we're going to mix into the brown study. Okay, the browns over here are fantastic for your landscapes. Okay, this is a great color for backgrounds, your barns, your trees, rocks and dirt banks and all that good stuff. So we're going to get into showing you how to make these different browns. This is more like a sienna, more of a burnt sienna, more of a burnt umber, okay, kind of calm. And so what it is, we're going to take orange. So we need to mix up as an orange. My orange is kind of dried out, so I'll just make a new orange up. Alrighty, I'll make me a brand new orange. A little more yellow. Okay. Now, if you want this to be a more like that color there, you want a brighter orange. Maybe more of a yellow orange. Okay. You can see the yellow orange is almost in that tint. So we'll go to the yellow orange. Then we're going to add a touch of blue to that. Just a touch of blue. Oop, too much blue there. Touch of blue. Mix it in there with it. At first it's going to look green, but we're going to start getting that brown. Okay. Now you see it there? It's picking up more orange into the mixture. Hopefully you can see that. I'm hoping. And now we're getting a more of a sienna. So I want more of red, and that'll give me more of that sienna color. And you gotta think here, I'm mixing with acrylics too, so it's going to mix darker than what I've already mixed. But with oils, it's the same process. It's just going to stay the same. So we have this color. And that's like burnt sienna. Or maybe a raw sienna. That's beautiful. Now, we'll take that same color and we want to make it darker. So we'll take more blue. Mix it in there with it. More blue. I want to get maybe a more of a burnt umber kind of color. I'll mix more blue. And I'll mix more red in there. I'll grab a little touch more yellow. Okay. Okay, I'm adding little tiny touches at a time. Move it this way, that way I can. I got that white going everywhere. Okay, now can I go back to my base? I want to mix it a little bit more this time. A little bit more blue. You can see here we're getting a darker tone. See how it's darker now? No more blue. Little blue at a time. Darker. More blue. And I'm going to tell you why this is working so well. Darker, darker, darker. More blue. Dark. See? Nice and dark. Browns. Beautiful. Okay. So now, why can we get all these nice, beautiful browns in here from this? We mixed orange and blue together. Okay? If we want the nice light one, we mix a nice yellow orange. If you want a nice chocolate orange or a brown, we mix more of the red and the green together. Okay? More red and green. So more red, orange basically, and green. More red, orange, I mean, and blue. But basically, orange and blue are complementary colors. And anytime a color is complementary of it, it will make a gray. It will gray each other out. So these grays here, so red and green gray each other out, which makes a brown. Okay? And orange and blue gray each other out, which will make a brown as well, or a nice gray. Yellow and violet or purple, any of these three here will gray out the yellow. Okay? And blue is in the family of the green is in the family of blue, right? They're all in a family together. But anyways, that's why you get all these beautiful, nice browns. So you want a nice sienna color, you want more of a yellow-orange to make that color. And just add more blue to it as you go down, down, down. It gets darker, 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 darker. Okay? Good. That's a good study for that. Okay, so I get a lot of students asking about browns, getting different brown mixtures. Okay? And we'll use this little value scale. I'll fold it in half. And then you can see the value scale. Okay? We're probably at a 2. That's probably about a 4, and that's about a 7 on that. Okay? And that's good. There. Okay, we're good? Alright. Okay, so now let's get into mixing black. That's another big question I get. So we mix black up. How do we do that? Well, brown and blue make black. So let's go into our next study with that. Alright. And so for that, I want to make a more chocolatey dark brown. So to do that, to make my darkest brown, I need red. And I need green. Alright? But I need to go to the darkest green. That's blue-green. So I need to mix those two together. So I need to make me a green up again until my green's dried up on me. So I'll take a little more blue. And I'll take my yellow and make a nice dark, rich green. Real dark, rich green. Okay. Then I grab red. And I'm going to make a nice dark brown. Okay, you see how much darker this from my last brown is. Alright. Then I mix blue with that. Then I start judging it. Maybe one more red in there. I'm going to test it up here. There, look at that. Almost pure black. Almost purely black. Look at there. I'll actually put it on this. This is black. From the laser printer I have. I'll put it right there. You cannot tell the differences on that. Even from the camera, even on this canvas, that's how you make your black. So get down to the red, get down to the blue-green, dark green, red, mix them together, make a nice dark brown, and then add some blue to it. A little bit of blue at a time. On here, on the palette, you could tell it doesn't look like pure black. It looks kind of grayish. But on here, you can see how dark it is. And up against this black from my laser printer, it's black. I'll take some white with that, and I'll mix that in there with it. Look at the gray I'm getting. A beautiful gray. That's almost a pure, almost like ivory black we just mixed today. Look at that. Look at there. It's good. I can make more white with that and make it lighter and lighter and lighter. So there we go. That's a good lesson. So you know you got your black. You know how to make black now. We're going all the way down to the dark red. Going all the way down to the darkest green. Making a good dark brown. And then take some blue and add it to it. Okay? So there's the color wheel. A basic study of the color wheel. So now you know your color wheel. A good foundation on the color wheel. You know how to make your browns. You know how to make black. And so, guys, that's all you need is these colors. And I like to add white. So all you need to buy is yellow, which would be cadmium yellow light, which I like. And if you want to get these colors here we're getting today, you want to get Prussian blue. And you want to get a cadmium red or Naphthol red. Those two are very close together that we're using today. So I hope this little lesson helps you out and showed you how to understand the color wheel, how to mix your mixtures and your mixtures, how to get your brown tones for your earth tones, how to get nice dark and black, and then how to get your grays. So the gray scale, again, it's already done here for you, so I don't think I have to really show this on video how to make it, because it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is start off with white, and then add a little bit of black to it. More black, 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 until you get to a dark black, till it's completely dark. Okay? Same way down here on this. So different printers, like I said, this I've done is on my laser printer, so I printed it out in its toner. So inkjet might be darker or whatever, but you can make your own. I have a little description you can make your own with. You can actually do the same thing with color. So maybe you want to do a red study. You can take your red and put your dark red here and your white here, and then start adding a little bit of red at a time to it. And you have different color tones for blues, greens, whatever. Okay, so it's a good little tool to have, and it's free at BrentThomasArtSupply.com. Same thing with this color wheel. You can make your own and understand it more with your values. So it'll be all on there under a link under this video, so you'll be able to do that. I hope you enjoyed this little lesson. If you like this lesson, please like it, share it, and subscribe. Every time you go to BrandThomasArtSupply.com and purchase anything, it helps me create more videos like this one and more programs like this free primary color program we're doing. So now this will help you understand more on the projects we're doing. We already have 2 full projects in how to paint with the primary color. So this is going to help you out even more to do it. If you need any help, there will be a picture of this on there as well, so you can see what I did, and you can take it and look at it on your own video, on your own studio there. So this will be printable. Just print it out on your regular printer, and then get you some paint, get monkey faced on it, and go to town with it. Hope this helped you out, guys. Until next time, I'll see you real soon.